Hey friends, it's Allison dropping in to share with you some new inspiration for the Scrapbook Nerd online shop. Today I am playing with a variety of products, but I pulled out Simple Stories Live Captured and also some other Simple Stories products, and I'm putting together a simple 6x8 scrapbook layout. This layout is created for the Sunday Scrapbook Challenge over in the Friends group for Scrapbook Nerd on Facebook. I will leave the links to the products that I used and Facebook as well down in the description box down below so you can check it out and maybe consider joining along this week for the Scrapbook Challenge. So I used my Cricut to cut some Polaroid frames that went around my photo. They measure 3 by 4 inches. So do the photos. I printed the photos at home and converted them to black and white. And then the journal mat I cut with my Cricut as well, just from plain textured white cardstock. I added my journaling to it right in Cricut Design Space to make it a little easier on myself. And then the border that I just attached to the layout, the little scallop one, was also cut with my Cricut. Everything else comes from my stash. So this tag is actually some Vicky Bouton left over from another project that I had. I'm not sure what collection it comes from. The washi tape that I'm using is also Vicky Bouton. It is from Where to Next, one of her newest collections. That is going to be adhered over top of that tag. And then there's going to be a few other things that I add to that as well to create my title cluster. That includes this little tab, also from Where to Next from Vicky Bouton. And then the embellishing is going to be coming from Simple Stories Heart Eyes. So I have this chipboard sticker, rose. It is going in the bottom left corner of that picture of Addison. I used liquid glue to attach that because as I was pulling it off the carrier sheet, it actually tore off the sticker part. So to ensure that it stayed put, I added some liquid glue so that it doesn't fall off. I'm also adding some foam dots to my title, which is Love You to the Moon and Back. That is also from Hard Eyes. I used the foam squares to lift it up so it sits on top of the chipboard sticker because that provides some height. So to keep it all at the same height, foam adhesive of any kind is a great way to achieve that. Next, I'm adding one of the brads to this layout as well, and then I'll be adding some of the smaller like enamel dot type brads to help embellish that little title cluster. Once I have those brads down, I will be moving on to embellishing the top of the layout. I have another phrase from Happy Hearts that says Stuck on You that I will be attaching on top of the photo of Marin. She's on the right hand side of the layout, and a few other things as well to make an embellishment cluster. So I'm done my title cluster now. I'm moving on to the top right of the page. On the puffy sticker sheet from Happy Hearts, there's this little envelope that says Love You on it. And I thought it was perfect to put in between both photos. And then over top of that, I'm going to attach this phrase. It's just a die cut that says Stuck on You. I did pull off another puffy sticker from the carrier sheet that has XOXO on it. That's going to be adhered over top of the envelope. I used liquid glue to attach both of those together, especially the XO over top of that envelope, because I wasn't sure how well it would just stick together and stay put. So as always, I'm using liquid glue to for added insurance. And then again, I turn to my foam squares to put behind the Stuck on You phrase and to attach that to the top of the layout. Now I'm finishing the layout off with another puffy sticker from the carrier sheet as well. I'm going to pull off a little floral sticker, and then I'm going to add another enamel dot to that cluster as well, and that brings me to the end of this layout. I love how it came together, especially by diving into my stash and just pulling things from here and there. It come together seamlessly, and I love how it turned out. Sometimes if you're patient enough to play around with things, they end up working out really well in the end. If you are curious to know what the theme for this week's scrapbook challenge is, I used a word prompt to guide my scrapbooking. I took it from Ali Edwards. It is Let Go, and the layout that I'm documenting, or the memory I'm documenting, is my girls growing up and seeking more independence, and how my poor mama's heart struggles with that. Here are the close-ups. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed my video. Oh, and by the way, you do not have to use that word prompt. If you play along with our challenge, you can choose anything that you want. I'll be back again soon with more creative inspiration. Bye guys.